CATV is proudly presented by Toyota.
Now we're going to investigate the art of bowling, spin bowling specifically, but a lot of the mental side really applies to all bowlers, doesn't it?
It does, and morning everybody. It's hot out here today, and just the thought about bowling is it's all about being relaxed, it's all about having some fun, a smile on your face and enjoying what you're doing. And I think that comes down to the grip too, Mark, for whether it be a quick bowler or a spinner. For a quickie, if you've got that hand really tight like that and you're tense coming in, it's a lot harder to deliver your skills and have a nice loose wrist. Same thing for a spin bowler. If you have that really tight, and some young coaches teach you, they say, grip it tight and really spin it. You can't do that. Relax. Have some fun, take a deep breath, keep your wrist nice and relaxed. And the other thing that's important is here. You don't want that ball right back in there on your grip because you can't get leverage or any spin. You've got to get that ball out there, nice and relaxed with your hands, and then you can actually give it a rip.
All right. Tell us a bit about the theatre of what you did, because your approach began about where that cut strip is there, and then you would almost walk to the wicket, deliver the ball, follow through, and nearly always stare at your opponent.
Well, one of the mind games you can play with the batsman is that people are expecting you to bowl big turning leg breaks no matter what, so you don't want to let them down. But also you've got to create something sometimes that isn't there. So create this big theatre. So for me, when I stood here at the top of my mark, here was about, okay, what am I actually going to bowl? I'm going to stand here at the top of my mark. I'm going to look around with my field. I know the batsman I've got, but now I'm going to just spin the ball and have a look at him, just eyeball each other. So it's now down to him and I. So in this case, we've got Michael Vaughan down there. I'm just looking at Michael Vaughan. I'm thinking, okay, I've got my plans to him. And now I might just pretend that, or let him think there's something I'm actually working on. So I might say to point, just come this way a little bit. Yep, okay, look around here, mid-wicket, a little bit straighter. Now I haven't done anything. They've moved one pace, but just making him look around the field, because we're taught as batsmen, make sure you know exactly where the fielders are. So you start to play on that and just manipulate a little bit. So suddenly Michael Vaughan's put his bat down, he's looked around and goes, what's he moving that bloke for? So now I stand there and I control the game. I control when the ball goes. Yes, you've got to bowl your overs in time. Yes, you've got to bowl when the batsman's ready, but not really. I'm in charge, I'm in control, and nothing happens until I let go of the ball. So I can take as long as I want until the umpire tells me to hurry up. So I'm standing here, I want Michael Vaughan to do that, face up as a batsman, and now I might just wait a little bit longer. He can pull away, start to get irritated or frustrated if he wants, but I'm ready now, so I'm going to bowl the ball. I'm clear in my mind, I come in, I have a nice walk, build up a bit of momentum, and then bowl the ball. And then hopefully it's what you want. But now, no matter what happened down that end, it's about my follow through, and it's about coming down and looking at the batsman and just creating and say, he might have middled that. He might have hit that straight in the middle of the bat and gone, okay, I played that pretty well. But now I'm thinking, okay, what am I doing next? And I might just start eyeballing Michael Vaughan. You don't have to say something. I might if I want to. If I don't like the look on his face, I don't like what he's doing. Someone might be making a bit of a sound there. He might have a little silly smirk on his face like that. I say, what are you smiling at? So he's done nothing wrong except middle the ball. But suddenly I'm engaging and saying, look, he's already starting to get irritated. So now suddenly I'm in control, I'm in charge of the game.
Right, we've got Michael Vaughan batting, Ian Healy keeping, and Mark Taylor captain at slip, who has something to offer.
Yeah, Warnie, I'm interested to know. I think a lot of kids out there would want to know, when you're actually bowling the ball, what are you looking at? Are you looking at Varney? Or you're looking at a pitch, and what's actually going through your mind? Where you want to land it, how you want to bowl it, what are you thinking about as you're actually bowling the ball?
Yeah, that's a good question for everyone out there. We're taught as kids, put a spot on the wicket, look at a spot on the wicket and try and hit it. I think that's very, very hard to look at a spot this little big and try and hit the ball there. So what I always thought was, what shot do I want the batsman playing? And most of the time it would be driving. So I'd want him on the front foot. So I would sit there and sort of imagine Michael Vaughan on the front foot trying to drive. So I'm thinking to myself, right, get him driving, get him driving. So now I've done that, I bowl that ball, I still want to get him driving. So now I start to go back to a mark and we go through it again.